All right, what up, y'all? This is your boy RTR Movie Main, and I'm with Abel now. And we're not going to talk about college basketball now. We're going to talk about NBA, guys. We're moving up to the pro leagues, man. So I had to bring my boy Abel. Appreciate you coming on the cast, man.
Oh man, it's a pleasure. It's always good to talk about basketball.
Yeah, bro. Of course, man. Yeah, so let's just keep it simple, man. I've been seeing so much. Like it's this is a conversation we've been hearing forever, but now I feel like it's so wide open. But who would you say? At first I was gonna ask like top 10, but I would say who would you say are superstars in the league? Because the other day, Joy Taylor, well, no, not Joy Taylor, that one fine girl that Taylor Rooks, she said Kyrie Irving is a superstar, and there's only six superstars in the NBA. And I'm just like, nah. I personally don't see Kyrie as a superstar. So I'm gonna ask you, who would you say are superstars in the NBA?
Gotta go with, LeBron James.
Okay.
He's probably number one, number two all time in some
Okay.
people's eyes.
Easy.
You got Giannis,
Best player.
100% Hall of Fame, number one player in the NBA.
Number one. Don't even add us.
You got Steph. Steph is
Yes.
just Steph. He's Steph.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jokic.
Yes,
Jokic is going down as one of the best
for sure.
at his position right now. Then you got Embiid. Embiid has solidified himself as a premier player. And last,
Bro, you spitting, bro.
last. You said six?
No, it's how many you want, bro. How many would you?
I say I got a couple more. I got Luca. Luca is just amazing.
Yes.
Then you got Kawhi Leonard, the probably the best two-way of all time, coming back from injury, coming back from
Yo,
rest.
hold up. You said, actually, keep going. I'll ask the question later.
Kawhi Leonard, and that's probably about it so far in the NBA.
What about KD
Um,
or Tatum?
yeah, you do gotta go. You do gotta throw in KD. It's Kevin Durant.
For sure,
He's already a Hall of Famer. I can't believe I forgot about KD.
Are you good, bro?
Jason Tatum, nah.
Not yet.
I think he still has to take that. He still has another leap to take.
No, I feel. I mean, listen, bro. I agree with that list, bro. Like the eight guys you name are like my top eight in the NBA. That's crazy because I thought I was gonna debate you, but that's my fucking same eight. You fucking crazy bitch.
Man, if any people, it's crazy, man, because you have this younger generation, but they're throwing people like Ja Morant.
Ja barely played, man. Like this season, he like went to like a star level, like a big star level.
And it's not even like it's weird because you have such a star like that, and usually, once that person gets a star level, it's because let me see. Look at LeBron James. Look at how much he's had to carry a team. Like all these superstars, like Steph, Paul George back in his OKC days when he was up and rising superstar. It's weird because this Memphis team wins. They're better without Ja Morant.
The team has a crazy record without him. Like I get what it is because like when I watch them play, the ball they moving the ball like crazy, bro. They have some of the best ball movement with it when Ja's not in the game. However, bro, like I don't think that's if they didn't have Ja, I don't think that would be like sustainable throughout the playoffs, man. I think the team needs Ja at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, no doubt it needs him.
Because, dude, I remember when was Ja's rookie year or some shit? I think was it in the
Was Zion what that was 2019?
yeah, because that's when the bubble happened. Because I remember watching some of the Memphis games in the bubble. And
No, that was the second year.
that was not his second year, bro. Because
hmm
he was drafted in 2019 and he played 2019-2020 season. In
He,
2020, COVID happened.
I'm telling you, that was his second year because Zion got hurt that first season, and they were playing in New Orleans.
Yeah, bro. But Zion, remember Zion didn't play in the bubble his first year.
Man, no, the bubble was 2020, 2021.
The bubble happened in 2020, man.
Yeah, 2020
That was,
to
but
2021 season.
no, because the bubble happened in the year 2020, right? And the
Yeah,
Lakers won the championship in the bubble.
that was 1920
Yeah.
because 2021 Toronto won, 2021, 2022 Golden State just won.
Toronto won in 2019. Uh, Lakers won in 2020 in the bubble.
So 2020 was 2019, 2020.
Yeah. That was Ja's first year, man. All I was saying was in the bubble, man. I think there were a couple of games where Ja was limited or he just wasn't playing that much or whatever, but they were moving the ball so much. But you know when like you have a good system, but like people only take a shot if it's like really open. You know what I'm saying? So they're
Yeah.
the ball around but they weren't even getting like the best looks, like against certain teams that were like good enough to collapse on the defense, man, and like go guard like the open shooter or whatever, or whoever's driving. So because of that, they were like running down the shot clock and stuff. I forget which game it was I saw, but they had like 4 or 5 like 24-second violations.
I watched that game that you're talking about.
Well, you did,
I know exactly what you're talking
right? So I think in some games, bro, it works for them perfectly, but I don't know if it could last a full postseason. That's all I'm saying. Without Ja,
about. I still think he has to he has to. I don't know. I mean, folks don't understand that even if you're scoring 30 points per game, that player still might have to take a big leap in their career.
oh, of
And
course, man.
I think he needs to take a big leap too.
Oh, of course, man. I mean, for one, he could be a better 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
He can be a better like all around scorer.
He gets a little stronger, man. He can be elite on defense.
Right, man. I think, but the thing is, when he is in the game, they kind of ask him to carry the load, man. Which is not carry the load. I won't say carry the load, but they want him. There's times when they want him to have like just like hair Ja get the ball because you know how he has some games where he goes off like 40, 50 points.
Yeah.
They just feeding him the ball every time, and
40, 50 on 40, 50 shots.
hey, but I mean, he gets the dub though. He gets the dub, man.
He usually does get the.
But no, I get you. He can't do that like 3 games in a row or like even 2 games in a row. That's
I
just
remember I remember during the season when he went off for like 50, or I don't think it might have been 60. He went off for like 50, 60. And then the next night, he went off for like 50 again.
yeah, bro. I know what you're talking about,
And folks was just like, bro, what's really going on with this man?
bro. And all his shots are just like floaters or to the rim, man.
He gets most of his buckets from the rim.
Mhm. But I do agree with you though that he's not a superstar yet, man. Because for one, you said the defense, and like there's only so good you can be without defense. Like you mentioned, also points per game. Like Steph Curry had, I think he averaged like 25 in the regular season, and then like playoff time it was like 27, 30. But like the way he is his it's his skill set and the way he shoots and like the way he plays in the system, it's a much bigger impact than like Ja, for example.
And dude, he addressed his weakness. He got bigger. He got better on defense. He got more
He did,
physical.
bro.
And that really that's why the world puts him in the top 10 now. Most people put him in the top 10 now of all time.
I don't know. I get maybe.
It's tough. It's a it's a,
It, it's tough. Well, let me say this. It's tough because that's not necessarily why I would put him in the top 10. Like, if I were to put him, I guess right now I'll just say, I'll put him in the top 10 because why not? Uh, it's just, it's also the resume, man. It's the freaking resume he's got and how good he's been. Like, he played at that level at 34. 34, bro.
right. You remember when he won his first MVP? That was 6 years ago.
Yeah, we old, man. We old.
And this dude is still playing at that level. Like his his prime, his prime started probably in what? Once he came back from injury, probably around like 2015, or when he helped carry that team to the playoffs. I think maybe 2014 ish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, in 2014, bro.
Boy, that's when they had Dave. That's when David Lee was the anchor of that team.
Oh, my goodness.
His stuff was solidifying itself.
I remember because they were a 6 seed and they knocked off the 3 seed team, which was insane. But yeah, dude, like also he's the only unanimous MVP in NBA history. That was at 2016 season when remember when they won 73 games and he was like not playing fourth quarters.
Yeah.
That Steph Curry is like that's his peak, man.
I'm not gonna cap though. Before you keep going, Russell Westbrook was supposed to have an unanimous MVP.
Stop, bro.
You know it.
Bro, nah, bro. Listen, man.
You know it. He had the best. He had the probably one of the best MVP seasons of all MVPs.
Listen, bro. Listen. James Harden literally averaged one more assist and two less rebounds and was more efficient from the field. Not to mention, he won the MVP because it was triple double because he had that narrative. It was the first person since Big O. But the reason why I wasn't even giving it to him because normally it didn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you are, how good of a season you have. You need to have like you need to be on like a top three team. And he kind of broke that. He did break that because like bro, when for example, when Will Chamberlain scored 58 points a game for his full season, he finished third in MVP voting behind Oscar and Bill Russell because his team wasn't that good. His team was like eighth seed in the playoffs.
I don't think that they should get penalized for that, especially when you compare the two players' teams and what they were able to do. James Harden had Chris Paul. Russell Westbrook had Victor Oladipo.
Bro, I'm not talking about the teams. I'm just saying like the standards for MVP. It's like almost always like you got to be like a
True.
top 4 or 5 team, bro. Like he was like the first person to like in like 40 years to like be on like not a top 16 in the NBA and won an MVP. Like, bro, don't get me wrong, he was dominant. He was dominant as hell. I'm
He
just
won a scoring title that year too.
yeah, he did. I was just saying, like, because like James Harden also played insane too. I'm not
Yeah.
saying who played better. I'm just saying like James Harden, he had a better team around him, but usually that's how you get MVPs, man. Steve Nash was leading his teams,
Oh my gosh.
but I'm just saying, bro.
But you spin facts.
He won an MVP because his teams were winning like 66 games, man. 60.
My guy Kobe averaged 35 and didn't get MVP. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
insane.
bro. And people forget the next season, I think Harden averaged 36 points a game. People,
I'm
he
pretty
did.
sure he did.
Yeah, bro. People don't mention that, man. And I'm like, hey, bro.
I guess because they like to mention all the older scoring averages because the league has become so fast paced to the point where it's like it's so much easier to score buckets now.
Right. But
And the defense is horrible.
I don't know. I don't know about the deep. I'll address the defense, but I'm just gonna say, yeah, bro. Like, there's literally statistics like the amount of like 25 plus point per game scores in the NBA is way more than it was in the 90s. But you don't see any. But even now, you don't see anyone putting up more than 31 a game. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and
Well, look at there's always usually one. Bradley Bill averaged
fucking
30
Bradley,
for 2 seasons.
bro, fucking Bradley Beal, man, bro. Yo, this got to be another topic, bro. We need to have a full hour just to shit on Bradley Beal and Damian Lillard for staying in those stupid organizations, man.
Oh yeah, we can for sure. I got so much for Dame, all
Bro,
because they disrespect my guy Westbrook.
he did.
No, I'm saying his fans, like Portland
Oh
fans.
yeah. No, Dame's fans can be crazy too, man. There's not many, but there's a few select that try to do like Dame versus Steph Curry, and I'm like, stop, bro. Because he had like there was one season where he was shooting like 44% from three, and he was insane, bro. Dame that season was absolutely amazing. That's why I love him so much. But I'm not.
He
I'm
he
not.
can be amazing.
What's up?
He can be amazing.
Yeah.
What does his resume look like, man? He has the worst resume I've ever seen in a top player in the NBA. He made the top 75. This man has no first team NBAs, no scoring titles, no All-Star game MVPs at least.
Well,
Like,
he doesn't have no first teams because there's Steph Curry.
but some people try to pin. Some people actually say that Dame is better than Steph. And they're
Those
like,
are
what was
those.
that, a couple seasons ago?
Bro, there's those people are dumb, bro. No one takes them seriously. Like, bro, like on Twitter, I'll see like one person be like Dame over Steph gets like 16 likes, and then they're like, nah, this is dumb as hell, and it gets like 500 likes. Like, it's only like a small percentage of people that think Dame is better. Like, bro, not to mention, dude, he played. I know he was injured, but his last season was so bad. Like, I really hope. I don't know if he's gonna return, man. I really hope he does, man. I really hope he like gets back to like what he was before. But like this past season, he was awful.
He's a good player, but he's not a he can hit all the game winners he wants, but he's not a winner.
I mean, he's also played on terrible teams, bro.
But at the end of the day, bro, this organization is not trying to build a nice roster around you to be able to compete in that deep West. So I'm gonna go on a team. I'm not gonna go on an already established team, but I'm gonna go on a team that balances everything out
Mhm.
and also gives me a chance to win.
For sure. See, like I wouldn't have a problem with Dame and Bradley Beal if they were just like, yeah, bro, like, cause like, bro, if you get the bag, you get the bag, bro. Like,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? But like, these guys are like going out and be like, no, I'm coming back because I'm so invested in this organization. I truly believe. Like, Danis came out and it's like, no, I truly believe in this vision. Like, he's like said like really firmly like how much he believes in them, and it's like, bro, like it's so stupid. And I was watching like a YouTube video too. I want your opinion on this. When they traded for Jeremy Grant, there was a YouTuber that came out and like, this is the most Portland thing to do. They make like one decent trade every offseason to make it seem like they do something, and then they do nothing for the rest of the offseason.
Yeah. They did that last year with I think they had Robert Covington.
Yes. They also made one of the worst trades in NBA history. They traded like Robert Covington and
Norman Powell.
both of them for like for some like scrub players who don't play, man.
I think they got, no, they even, I don't know. I thought they got Rodney Hood from that trade too. I think they did.
Bro, they got like a guy who's barely played in an NBA. He was like drafted out of Kentucky's second round.
I feel like I know who you're talking.
I'm forgetting his name, man. I think it's like, I was going to say Jerry Springer. Hold up. I think it's Jared Springer or some shit like that. It's, I'm just saying this organization's not it, man. Like Dame, like you're in it for the money. You're in it for the money.
Oh, literally that simple, bro. Like, I would understand, bro. They literally complain weeks later when they're losing about, like, no. Disregard that. They talk about winning championships with these teams. They talk about
Yes.
recruiting, this and that. But bro, they see what you got going on over there. So why would they come over there?
Exactly, dude. Like it was like, oh, bro, it would mean way so much. Like I could go and team up and win a championship. It would mean way more if I win in Portland. And Beal has done like said like the same thing. And it's like, dude, you're not gonna win, dude. You've given them like 10 years of your career. You're old. Go team up somewhere.
Like, bro, yeah, like at the end of the day, nothing can top what Kevin Durant did.
Okay.
So nothing can top what LeBron James did. So you just do it.
That's true, man. That's true. Yeah, like, and again, if he was in it for if he's in it for the money, I get it, man. But don't be complaining, bro.
Exactly, bro. Just go out there and get your empty stats and shut up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Bradley's gonna like average like 35 a game next season.
What, they're gonna be 12th seed.
Yeah. They were,
Right under Sacramento. Wait, no. Yeah.
hey, bro,
Wait, no.
bro, Sacramento got De'Aaron Fox though. That guy's on.
Bro, Sacramento gonna be nice.
Yeah,
They were warming up with Sabonis.
yeah, bro. And I think the thing is they're in the West too, man. Like,
Look, they're not doing nothing, but they gonna look good.
yeah, bro. Yeah, they're gonna be at the bottom for sure. Oh, you did say something that I want to question, man. You said Kawhi Leonard is the best two-way player of all time.
I said potentially.
Potential.
potentially.
bro. You let me tell you this one dude that's gonna surprise you, man. His name is Michael Jordan.
Oh man, you're right. You're
Not,
right. Nah, you're right.
bro.
How the heck
Most
did I forget Black Jesus?
bro just said Black Jesus.
Bro, that's his nickname. That's
No,
what
I
he's
know.
called.
Yeah, it wasn't that Kobe interview, man. Kobe was like, bro, he saw people calling.
Yeah, I'm tripping because he's not even a. I forgot all about my guys. He's like number. He's top 5
Kobe.
all time. No, Kawhi Leonard 2 ways.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give
He's top 5. He's because got to go with Jordan at number 1 and Kobe at number 2.
for sure.
Number 3, got to go with Scotty.
It's I wouldn't say he's like. Yeah, I'd say Scotty's defense way more. His defense and his passing. His defense, his half court offense wasn't the best, man. But like he could get out in transition and stuff. He was fast and he's tall and athletic, but like his out half court offense wasn't always the best, especially in the playoffs. His numbers would like drop pretty significantly, actually. But he's still an all-time great, man.
Yeah, top 5.
Yeah, man. But I don't know. I think two-way player kind of gets like, oh, don't you think it gets like overrated sometimes, man?
Yeah,
Like like all the people that hyped up Paul George because he's like a quote unquote two-way player.
Paul George is he. I don't know. He was a dog with Indiana. Like he was just he's still a dog, but like he got after it in Indiana, and he plays. He's a. I wouldn't even put him in that category anymore
I mean, dude,
of being a 2 way.
he's definitely got burned by Donovan Mitchell, a rookie Donovan Mitchell.
He's gotten cooked by
You remember
Donovan.
that shit, bro?
He's gotten cooked by Dame.
Oh my goodness.
He's gotten cooked by Luca.
I mean, Damon Luca is more understandable, especially Luca. That's more understandable, but like rookie Donovan Mitchell, not now,
Ricky.
straight out of college, 20-year-old Donovan Mitchell cooked him in the playoffs and beat the OKC Thunder. So like, he's had so many chances, man. I think the problem with him is sometimes it's especially when his 3-point shots not going in, it affects the entire game. And like he's not like elite at and like he's not really elite at anything to where like it's like, oh yeah, I'm just a mid. He's not like he can hit a mid range, for example, but he's not like elite at it. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
Right.
I've watched this man I watched him just jag up threes. He drives in. If he's missing threes, bro, he's not gonna drive in hard at all. He's gonna drive in so soft and look for a foul.
Oh yeah.
Then his whole game is thrown off. Like when he has an off game, man, it's gonna be a horrible game.
Yeah. Yeah. That's actually a good point. Now that I think about it, he does like flop a lot when he's not in rhythm, man.
Hell yeah, he moves like he just doesn't want to be there when he has a bad game.
Yeah. But I will say the last time the Clippers in the playoffs was not last season, but the year before. He was injured throughout it, but he played a couple of games and
Yeah, I would say he averaged like 27, I believe.
yeah, man. So like I mean, if dude just plays his role, he can do something, man. And plus, they got John Wall. You think John Wall could be like a legitimate third option on that team?
Bro, that dude hasn't played in 2 years.
That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna be realistic and say I can't see it. I would hope so, because I did like John Wall in Washington, but bro, that's 2 years off of NBA basketball.
Not to mention,
He's
like,
gonna have what
no, what were you saying?
I'm saying. He's gonna have a lot of pressure put
Mhm.
on his shoulders, and it's just all about whether he's gonna be able to endure that mentally.
I do disagree on the pressure part because he came out and said like I'm just here to contribute to the team, man. I'm gonna make sure. He even said like he'll make sure like PG and Kawhi are getting the ball. Like he's like trying to be a role player. But even then, it's just like because like if you watch Washington, like he needed the ball in his hands.
He needed the ball in his hand.
Yeah, and
I
even
just
the ball in his hands, he wasn't he was like he was a great great point guard, but like there were some flaws in his game, man.
He's not a great shooter at all.
Not a great shooter, turns it over a lot.
Yeah, so I just don't see how that's not gonna be the case. It's gonna be I don't like I said, I don't I hope it works because John Wall was a good player.
Oh, for sure.
It's just a lot. It's just a lot on that court. You got you got some selfless players like Nicholas Batum, Robert
Oh yeah,
Covington, um, Coffee, but you got those players that need the ball in their hands. Like Reggie Jackson needs the ball in his hands. That's touches
that's
for him.
true. That's true.
Then you got touches for John Wall. You got touches for Kawhi Leonard, touches for Paul George. That's a lot of touches.
Yeah, bro.
And then you got to think about when players are playing great defense on you guys. So now these other guys around y'all have to get touches. It's like they their identity shouldn't be just depend on one player.
Yeah, man. And
They got
yeah, not to mention like I haven't really watched much of him when he was in Washington, Houston, but I heard his defense is like atrocious now.
it's pretty bad.
I might be wrong, but I heard it's like his defense is not the same what it used to be.
I can see it because it looks like he's gotten a lot bigger. He's gotten a lot bigger than when he was like in Washington.
Yeah,
If you ever seen the pictures and stuff.
I need to look, but yeah, I didn't know he got that much bigger. But he also been battling like depression and stuff. Like he came out and like he did have a rough past few years. Like
Yeah.
both his,
Then
I think like parent and grandma died or something.
he ended up getting hurt. And then after he got hurt, he hurt himself again, didn't he?
Yeah. So I hope for him. But,
He's been out for a little bit more than 2 years. He's been out for almost 4 years.
well, he played last season in Houston, but like that don't really,
It wasn't.
that don't,
What did he do in those games? I don't think he
yeah.
did too good.
He was just like, it was basically like he was the only older guy there when he was on the court.
I mean, he didn't get that respect.
Yeah.
The younger kids don't care about anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we got less than 5 minutes, man. Real quick, where do you think the Cavs will finish in the East?
Man,
You
I'm
think
gonna be bold. I'm gonna be bold as hell, and I'm gonna say they're gonna finish in the top 3. Why?
It's not that cool.
Obviously, obviously you're gonna have a healthy Nets team. I'm gonna just be honest. The Nets, you just cannot count them out. And I'm just not too sold on Philadelphia. James Harden has lost some weight, but I'm just still not sold. That team cannot stay healthy. So I got the Nets, Milwaukee, and Cleveland in that top three.
For sure. For sure. No, actually, based on what I've seen on like Twitter and shit, most people are saying they're a top 3 team in the East or in potential conference finals.
They have the team, like all of those guys. That team busts their tail. That's all I'll say. Now,
I
if
think-
Donovan Mitchell if he steps up his game on defense,
Oh, it's over. It's clamped.
and you wanna know what's crazy? He won't have to worry about the offense in Cleveland.
Exactly.
So his defense may just naturally grow, and it's gonna
Exactly.
be insane. He won't have to bust his ass playing offense the entire time. Yeah, that team's gonna finish top 3.
Exactly. Dude's got like, he's a pretty strong guy. Not to mention, he has a 6'11" wingspan, Donovan Mitchell. So like, it's like, bro, get in stance, man. I literally see plays where he just kind of just watches a player drive by him. Like he out of all like the quote unquote star players or like top 25 players, he's got to be like one of the worst defenders last season's, especially one of the worst defenders ever, like that caliber of player. It was bad.
He's him and Trae Young.
Yeah, but Trae Young is also like leads his team in scoring and assist. Like there's some games where it's like Mike Conley would have to be like the main playmaker. I'm not saying all games, but like he'd be the playmaker. Like Rudy Gobert got most of his lobs, most of his alley-oops from Mike Conley.
Yeah, Mike Conley, and then second, probably Royce O'Neal.
Yeah, so like that's also something. But no, I think I wouldn't say definitely because like I was like texting you earlier, there's way too many like factors in the East, man. Like I don't know who could just step it up. Like if the Bulls were healthy, or I don't know, like
You still got Miami to worry about.
Miami too.
Already lost weight.
Mm-hmm. Milwaukee, man. It's so, but something tells me they're gonna be a top 3 team. They're gonna finish top 3. They're second round minimum. Cause dude, they have Okoro, Jared Allen, and Evan Mobley being like defense. That's like I think they were like number 1 defense for a time last season. And now you're gonna add Donovan Mitchell. Like honestly, bro, D Mitch doesn't even need to play defense like that. Those guys can hold it down because Isaac Okoro is not going to give you anything on offense. But if Donovan Mitchell is carrying like the offense, well, not carrying, but he's sharing it with like Darius